Hello everyone and welcome. What is this strange? uh, welcome to Donkey Kong Land 2. But it's a bit strange, isn't it? What's going on here? Why is this, the Japanese version? And why does it look like this? Why isn't it on the Nintendo Online? Because this is my copy. So why does Casey have a copy, a Japanese copy of Donkey Kong Land 2? I think I've told this story, so forgive me if you have heard it in previous episodes and whatnot. Many years ago, when I was a youngin', well, I'm talking super young. Man, I wonder how young. Man, I don't know. I might have even been like 11 or 12, to be honest. Like, this is back in like 1997 or 1998. Something like this, you know what I mean? My sister, who was 5 years older than me, she was in high school in Australand, and they did a exchange program with Japan. So she would go to Japan for a couple of weeks or whatever, and then when they came back, then a Japanese exchange student would come and stay with us. So cool, right? Like, I'll never forget, it must have been a trip for them to come to, like, on an airport from Perth, drive over 2 hours to this rinky-dink country. I'm not kidding, like, Bunbury is country, man. Wherever way you cut it. It's classified, I think, as a city, but it is country. Yeah, and then come and stay, and then from Bunbury, which is country, to come to stay with, oh man, I think I just lost that K. Oh, that sucks. That's alright. Sorry, this seems like a long-winded story, but I promise it goes somewhere. It goes somewhere, I promise you. And then come all the way to drive 25 minutes to Binningup, which is country. That's like, at the time, 1,000 people, 1,200 people living there, maybe. That's what, just quoting my dad. I don't have no idea. Apparently more people live there than expected, but anyway. But, she seemed to love it. Her name was Nalco. I forgot her last name, but her name was Nalco. Very sweet, girl came to stay with us, and the first thing that I did when we got back from picking her up from the Bunbury Country Club, or wherever they dropped them off, I have not many memories of that. The memories I have was she had gifts for us, which is really sweet, but and very Japanese. She had these katana swords. These little micro katana swords that were letter openers. And I think she gave my sister a Tamagotchi, which I promptly kind of stole from time to time, and then I'd kill it. Like, he would die because I'd neglect it. So, you know, what else did she bring? She bring Pocky, chocolate and strawberry Pocky, which was awesome. And like, strawberry chocolate was just something that, like, in Australia we just did not have strawberry chocolate, so that was really a trip, you know. And a couple other things that I don't recall, but yeah. But one of the first things I did when we came back from that trip was I turned on my Sega Mega Drive, and sorry, my cat's now just very interested in what's going on here. Oh, you're a cutie. And she came, like, I turned off probably Mortal Kombat, and she was like, Sega, 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 Sega. Like, she knew what Sega was, man. Like, it was still quite big in Japan. It still is kind of today. Apparently they do arcade machines and such. So that's cool. But, so straight away she knew that I was a video gamer. She thought that was pretty cool. So she had that in the back of her head, that that this family plays video games. So after a couple of weeks or whatever it was, she left. She went home. For Christmas, we received a package in the mail, I think. I don't think she just randomly gave it to us. Sorry if this is like flicking on and off. I don't quite know why it's doing that, but that's okay. And yeah, for that Christmas, 1998 or whatever it was, she gave not me, sorry. See that Freudian slip? She gave the family a Game Boy Pocket, and it came with Tetris and this game, Donkey Kong Land 2. You know, in Japanese, so it's a bit hard to navigate, right? But yeah, so this is that copy. Like, I still have it. I still have the Dot Matrix Game Boy Pocket as well. Believe it or not, it's sitting right there on my little display. Maybe I'll take a photo of it when this uploads, and I'll put it in the what do you call it? The community, whatever. So this is why I'm playing this version of this game, and not just the Nintendo Online and said, I had this. Like, no, this is the actual freaking cartridge that I had from over 20 years ago. Oof. And yeah, so, you know, Nalco, thank you for that. She'd probably be like the age of my sister now, which is like 43, something like that. But yes, I really enjoyed this game. Playing it on a Dot Matrix Game Boy was a struggle, although it wasn't that disgusting. The cool thing about the Game Boy Pocket was that it was more nifty. It was like more smaller. Like, it looked nicer, and it took AAA batteries, which was more expensive. But it just, and not only that though, they changed the color from that green, that gnarly green color, to more of a greyish, which was more appealing, really, if we're being completely honest. So I just thought I just felt like playing this. I don't know. I felt like this was something interesting and like something you don't see every day. Is the actual cartridge playing on the hardware, you know? So it's interesting. And that's my little story about Narco and such. You know, I could play it on the Nintendo Online, but I don't know. And the thing is as well, it's not the only reason I'm playing it on the Analog Pocket. I'm playing it on the Analog Pocket because it looks better than the Nintendo Online, because it doesn't have the massive borders and it doesn't have the ratio aspect. What do you call it? Ratio aspect. Blah blah blah. So I think you can save here. Yes. But yeah, me and my sister had to kind of work this out on our own. Like, it was all in Japanese, so we had to just work out for trial and error of like, what did that do? Oh, that saved. Cool. Wait, I completed that, but it didn't show up in the thing. What happened? I didn't save. How do you save? Okay, cool. Oh, my little coins went down. What happened? Oh, it costs those coins, these ones, to save. Oh, okay, interesting. You know what I mean? So you know, I know this game a little bit because I've played it when I was much younger. So, and that's why I'm kind of blasting through it and getting multiple lives and such. But it kind of pumps you full of lives at the beginning because, gosh darn, this game gets very difficult as you go through it. I found this game very difficult, so I used to get my friend Matthew to help me with some bosses and such, but I kind of didn't get very far in this game, if I'm being completely honest. As much as I, you know, enjoyed it and all, I just found it too difficult. But it still holds a, you know, place in my heart. I probably won't, you know, have this as a series or anything, or continue on, you know. But, you know, I just thought, you know, telling that story is fun. And again, I feel like a lot of these episodes that I'll do for my channel is just kind of like a little picture, you know, like, you know, I write poetry, and when I write poetry, what attracts me about poetry is the fact that, you know, you write the one thing and it's complete. And it is its own little thing. It's not a... I mean, it can be a series of like poems and such. It can be, you know, it can be have sequels and such. But, you know, and that's the kind of thing I like about these. Like, I got Mario 64 going as a series. You know, I want to kind of complete that. You know, that's my quote-unquote long series. But when it comes to other games such as this, it's like, it is done. It is, you know, I have demonstrated kind of what it is, and you know, you get a good picture of what it is, and you get a good picture of like my ability and such, and yeah. And I like this game, like how you can turn into all these different animals. That was a cool thing. Was a staple in Donkey Kong. You know, it wasn't like about power-ups, about like, you know, it wasn't about you know, Mario getting fireballs and such. Oh, I hate this one. Oh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, that was easy. I always used to try hitting them with the cannonballs. Yeah, you actually turn into like the animals and you become quite OP, really overpowered. Yeah, and you know, the old Game Boy Pocket, you'd put like your so hitting them from the side, it's good. Okay, good to know, good to know. You put your AAA batteries in it, right? How long would they last for? I have to look it up, but it couldn't have been more than 6 hours, eh? So you'd see the light starting to get dim, you'd be like, no, 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 no. Ooh, I'm invincible. Yeah, and then, so you'd have to keep getting AAA batteries and, like, your poor mum and dad would just have to be like, oh, really? Like, oh, down I go. Cool. And it was so hard to see as well. Like, it's beautiful looking at it on my TV here, right? Like, how awesome! But man, it was a challenge in a way to kind of view it on a non-backlit screen. And they always say kids these days don't know. You know, kids these days don't know. And they did not know, man. Like, man, y'all have it so good these days. Like. Really? Like, it really was a struggle back then. So it's, you know, it's a beautiful thing to kind of play it on here. Man, the music's so good as well. Like, how impressive is the music? And that was, whoops. And that was Rareware, man. Like, they did not mess around when it came to music in their video games. Whoa! Don't know how the hell that happened. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Switch between Dixie and Diddy. The invincibility doesn't last very long, eh? I think you can break that open somehow. Hey! It's a 1-up. That's alright. silly of me. So I should go back and get that Donkey Kong barrel now, but I know I'm pretty close to the end of the level, so I'm just gonna blast through it. I hope you're enjoying my little romp. I'm in the airplane now. Don't really know what that does, but whatever. Okay, this is the first boss. So I'm being a bit quiet now, I'm just concentrating. That's the one. And yeah, the fact that they managed to get this quality on a Game Boy as well is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, this is a quality game for the Game Boy. I'm just gonna go save. It's important to save. Yeah, cool. Now, I think you exit via this guy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, man, like this was a AAA quality game at the time, and at some point I might play Donkey Kong Land 2 on the Super Nintendo. That's what this is kind of based on, right? I'm like bobbing up and down in the music at the moment because I'm just like, yeah. How cool. Yeah, see the arrow is pointing towards that. Oh. Really? No, don't know how to get that one, but it's okay. I think you get a snake in this level. Something like that. It's just so smooth as well. Oh, cheeky. And even in black and white, like it got across the feel of like this is a lava level, you know? I think you can just glide across here if I recall correctly. Oof, that was luck. Ah. I think there's a way to like make it so you can stand on platforms or something, but I can't remember how to do that. Silly of me. But I got to the checkpoint. It's what pumps you full of like lives, because it knows that you're gonna go through them. Sorry, it's a bit piss poor, isn't it? That's alright. Man, though, the music. It's so cool, man. Oh, it's a bit silly of me, is it? It's alright. It's that thing here. I'm just gonna be cheeky and just see where this takes me. Ahaha! Okay. Why's it giving me this? Oh no, yeah. And it's, okay, so you put the bullets. There's a lot of little secret things, eh? Like, how they got this music on here on his Game Boy as well is just absolutely phenomenal. Man, I've got like a can of Coke next to me, but I haven't like drank it at all because I'm concentrating. But I'm also like enjoying this a lot, I have to say. Maybe at some point, who knows? I got the file saved and the battery seems. The battery of this cartridge is 20 plus years old and it still works. That is wild, man. It's wild, bruv. So, you know, the file's there. I mean, you can save it on the Analog Pocket as well. It saves states, so that's pretty cool. Again, I know I say this every single time I play a game on the Game Boy, the Analog Pocket. Man, do yourself a favor. If it's in stock and you're into that, and you're into the archiving and, you know, retaining old software and stuff in its original form. Man, like, Analog Pocket's for you, man. Analog Pocket is for you. So good. Ooh, it's a seal. Okay, so for whatever reason, hitting that seal makes the water non-toxic. But if you leave it too long, the water becomes toxic. But for whatever reason, smacking the back of that seal makes stuff non-toxic. Don't ask me how that works. I do not know. I think he just kind of sucks the toxicity out of it. I don't know. Go figure. Anyway, this will probably be the last level I play of this. So, thank you very... Oh, just gonna pause this quickly. Okay. Oh, hang on. I've got to turn the volume back on for myself. I have returned. That was just a phone call about a reservation that I have coming up in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's nice of them to call up and let me know stuff is to go. Oh, that was close. I like how I've discovered I can pause it now. That's cool. Yeah, I hope y'all having a nice day. And I hope if you're watching this and you're hearing me and all that if you're not having the best of times, to know that it does get better. You know, sometimes it's all that is time. I know it's easy for me to say. Some people go through really rough shiz. I get it, but you know, each day goes up and down. It's like a cycle, as it is. Oh, check this guy out. And saved. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me on this, and I will see you tomorrow on Case in Point Plays. Bye bye.